we are going to have a very, very large number of disengaged young people. And the social and economic price of that is intolerable and unimaginable. I'm Denis Mongon. I'm a visiting professor here at the Leadership Centre in the Institute of Education in London. My career is I've always been involved with young people at the margins of society. I was the head of an EBD school in central London, director of the Educational Guidance Centre in Hackney. I became a local authority officer responsible for special needs and then for the advisory service in Hertfordshire. In the later stages of my career, I've been lucky enough to work in an academic context that's allowed me to synthesize some of what I've learned and then to try and share it with other people in the system. What's becoming clear is that we have a long tail of underachievement in the English education system, and we are leaving too many children adrift at the age of 11 and at the age of 16. If we carry on like that, we will be left behind by other competing economic nations by a nautical mile, and we do need to do everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen. I have been able to work with a large number, actually quite a large number, of school leaders who buck the trend, school leaders who get good results from young people with a relatively poor background. Partly my experience as a local authority officer, partly my experience as a head teacher of an EBD school in central London, partly my experience as an academic, although I hardly think of myself as an academic, and working on a number of government projects in poor areas. What that's brought me in contact with are these leaders, and they do the job well. And they are very modest in their approach, so they very, very rarely speak out about what they're doing. They kind of assume if they're doing it, everybody could do it. So what I've tried to do is to pull that experience of mine together and think to myself, is there a framework I can put the work of these leaders into that would allow other people to understand it and talk about it and take some of it away and use? And then I compare that, this is where being the academic also has a handling on it, I can compare that with what the international research is showing works in challenging circumstances, and the framework works. So I can put my experience of these great leaders together with the international research and say this is a way forward.